Here's a turkey out there. There's my handy dandy tote I did on another video. If you want to take a look at that, I'll put a link to that in the top right hand corner of this video. And here's what I'm going to be fishing today. I brought along a Daiwa 1000X. It's a really old reel. It's all aluminum construction, and I've got a video that shows how I upgraded this reel, added bearings to it. You can take a look at that. It'll be in the upper right hand corner. And the rod I've got it on is a Shakespeare Ugly Stick. It's a 6 foot long light action, and this is the setup I think I'll be using primarily today. It's the Area 20A. It's an Okuma reel, very cheap reel. I'll put a link in the description to a review I did on it, and I've got it paired with a Ugly Stick GX2. It's a 4.5 foot ultralight action. And the reason I wanted to bring that shorter rod today, because there's so much trees and things in this area. I didn't want my rod to cause me problems, and it's whippy enough that I think I can get good casting distance with it still. Let's see how this goes. That's one of my favorite hooks. The reason I like those so much is because they're very small. They penetrate real well. My wife caught a catfish that would have went somewhere between 8 and 10 pounds on one of these little hooks last summer. And I didn't have any video on that, unfortunately, but I do have a picture, and I'll just put that picture up here so you can see. It was caught on ultralight rod and reel. She had a heck of a time getting it in the kayak, but after about 5 minutes in a cheering section standing from the bank watching her, she got that thing in, and it was a nice healthy channel catfish. But these hooks are so sharp, I can get it to penetrate the top layer of my skin just by barely touching it. And hopefully that shows up on camera a little bit. They make very good hooks to use when you're ultralight fishing, because it doesn't take much of a hook set to do the job. And just to get things going, I'm going to use some night crawlers. Nice healthy chunks there. I'm just going to see how this goes with those. And I've got it hooked behind the nose a little bit, and I really want a lot of action out of that, just to see what's in this water here. That will give me a good idea of what's in here. And that's just going out there weightless. So we'll see what happens here. And I'm just going to kind of fish this almost like you would a swim bait. I'm just going to kind of pull it along the water there. I see a log in the water in front of me. I want to kind of just drop it behind that log, see if anything will pick it up. Yeah, there's a bite right there. Got him. Alright, one cast, one fish. It's a kind of a smallish green sunfish, and I actually figured there'd be a lot of these in here because the creek that this feeds into has a lot of green sunfish. But you can see the size of the mouth on those green sunfish. They will inhale just about anything that comes along their way. They're pretty aggressive fish. Sure is a pretty spot to fish. Real secluded and quiet. I'm going to add a 3/0 split shot to this. See if I can get it to go down a little deeper or just a little quicker. 3/0 split shot's real small, and it works really well for ultralight fishing. And I'm just going to set that up about 5 to 6 inches above the hook. And on this one, I'm just going to Texas rig a night crawler and see how that does. I got a little weight to it, so hopefully that'll help it get down a little quicker. Little bass. Pretty though. There's another species, a long-eared sunfish. You can see the long ear on it there. I'm going to take this old dowel reel with the longer rod, and I've got an egg sinker on there. It's a 1/8 ounce egg sinker, and I've switched on this rod to a number 6 bait holder hook. And I'm going to throw that out there a little further and see if I can find out if there's any catfish in this spot. I'm just going to let that sit out there and see what happens. I think I got something on this one. Let me see what we got going here. Uh-oh, drag set light. Let me tighten that up a little bit. I think I got the fish. This is bound to be a catfish. I don't think he's a very big one. Well, he's swimming right for me here. Yep, there he is. Let's see if I can get him out of there without breaking my line here. not too bad. Alright, let's get him back in the water. I hate throwing them like that, but there's not an easy way for me to get down there. It's kind of straight down once you are about a couple feet from the water, and the ground is extremely soft. Wherever you step, you stand a chance if you get too close to sliding off in there, and that would be a chore to get back out, so I'm going to have to toss them. So I know there's some channel cats out here. It's a little old bluegill there. Not much size to that one. I think I might be having a little more action here. Let's see what's out there. I think that's a little bigger catfish. Oh, I lost him. That's alright. That would have been a chore to get him up here anyway. So that last catfish broke me off pretty clean. I lost my setup, so I've retied and I've put in a drop shot that I'm going to try out and see how that works too. I've got a dropper loop about 6 to 8 inches above the weight. I'm going to give that a shot and see how that does. I'm just using 6-pound test line, and that catfish broke me off. I kind of think he might have been tangled up in the line a little bit, and that could have contributed to some of that. But let's give this setup a shot and see if we can find another one out here. Oh, there's a, oh, nice little bass there. Let's see if I can get him in here. Woo, look at that chunk. Not very long, but he is fat, or she. Nice little bass out there. Good looking fish. Just caught on a night crawler. I tell you, I like to fish with artificials too. But if you're new to an area, if you want to see what's out there, night crawlers will find them. It'll put you on some fish for sure. I really don't care what I'm catching as long as I'm catching. So I don't mind using live bait. I don't mind using artificial bait. I just want to catch fish. And night crawlers are a really quick way to find fish of any sort, really, in fresh water. So what I've got on there is a 1/8 ounce sinker, and I'm just balling up whole night crawlers because there's enough catfish in there to make them worth targeting. And as you can see, a bass won't mind hitting it either. There's one right there. Well, they really make a charge for this bank for some reason. That's another small one. Got that one with the drop shot. So there's another small channel cat. I believe that one's smaller than the first. But they're all fun, aren't they?